This is my grandfather, Louis Rupert Erreca, when he was 7 years old. He enlisted in the United States Navy at 18 years old. He met my grandmother, Myrtle, when she was 16 years old, and they had a baby in 1927. And that baby was my father, Louis Michel Erreca. Their relationship didn't last, but my grandfather was married only to the Navy and his PBY planes until around 1940, and he was 37 years old then. He then met a young lady named Sabra, and she captured his heart, and they soon married. He was in the PBY with the Squadron Wing 10 and flying from the Philippines to Ambon in the Dutch Indies. They landed safely on Ambon and rested for 2 weeks, and soon he was ordered to fly on a bombing mission over the Holy Islands. Before they left, they shared a Christmas party together in their barracks on the base. And soon they took off on December 27, 1941, into the dark night. There was 6 PBYs that went up that night, and only 2 PBYs returned back to their base. My grandfather died on that day, in December 27, 1941, and my father was 13 years old when he found out that his father had died on a bombing mission over the Holy Islands. 4 years later, my father was only 17 years old, and he was in Hoover High School and playing football. But he asked his stepfather, Victor Francis Buono, for permission to enter into World War II so he could fight in the United States Navy. And Victor Francis signed the letter at the end in 1945. My father was on a naval ship off the shores of Japan to supply and give ammunitions for U.S. Marines when if they get the order to invade in Japan. When I was born in 1952, my father joined in the United States Navy once again to fight for our country over in North Korea and for other countries too. In August 13, 1999, I had written a play called Red December, and it was about my grandfather, Louis Rupert Erreca, and him flying in his PBYs, and for my father, Louis Michel Erreca, when he was only 13 years old. And after my father saw the play, he embraced me and cried like a baby on my shoulder. My grandfather and my father were strong and courageous men, and this Memorial Day is for everyone.